So, Eli, you probably won't remember a lick of what I'm about to say, but it's all good. We can talk about it afterwards. So this is symbolic. You are telling everyone that they can hold you all accountable as well as us, but they will never hold you accountable because they don't know you, but we will. So that's a good thing. So in the New Testament, the word baptism comes from the Greek word baptizo, which means to overwhelm and cover you, submerge. But there's a great word in the Greek that's called whelm. We don't use it very often in the English. We use the word overwhelm, but the Greek has this idea of whelm, and it is an overcoming so that you are no longer in control. And so does baptism really do that? Maybe yes, maybe no, but it's symbolic. Spiritually, you can have the posture of being overwhelmed by God. But every time someone comes up here and gets baptized, I often think of a verse in Psalm 42, verse 7. We love to quote this, at least a lot of people do. It says, "Deep cries unto deep at the sound of your waterfalls." But then it also goes on to say that your waves and your breakers crash over me. And I often love to quote the second part of that. But what you have to understand is the Jordan River at its source has this waterfall that crashes onto deep water, and it's this cove of rock. And when the water hits the water and the cove, and it's deep water, and in the cove it is so loud and so resonating that it's hard to think. They say it's just so loud. And so the idea of deep, calling it a deep, is this waterfall crashing onto you into the deep waters to overwhelm you, to completely cover you. But then it goes on to the beach setting of waves and crashers breaking over you, and it's the idea of crashing so hard to break you so that you lose control. You know, but you don't. I grew up in South Florida and spend my weekends on the beach, and I know what it's like to jump into the waves and to lose control because the wave crashes over you. And so this is the idea of being broken, spiritually broken, so that you lose control and that you cannot gain your footing. And so what's interesting about the verse in Psalm 42 is your deep cries out to God's deep, and then God responds with the breakers and the crashers. So as you chase him, he then responds and says, "I'm going to break you," but it's a spiritual breaking. And that breaking is pure and holy, taking your broken pieces, reshaping them, remolding them, and putting them back together the way he wants to. And so, yes, just as Parker said, this is symbolic of being buried and rising again with Christ. God is telling you that he is breaking you as you chase him, to put your pieces back together the way he wants you to if you keep chasing after him. So I want to encourage you with this verse out of Isaiah. Isaiah says, and I'm going to actually speak this over you, "The Lord will guide you always. He will satisfy your needs in a sun-scorched land, and he will strengthen your frame. You will be like a well-watered garden, like a spring whose waters never fail." So that's my encouragement to you. I'm going to read. I need to ask you these questions. Okay. Do you understand that you are a sinner and that you can do nothing to earn God's favor or salvation by your own efforts? Do you believe that faith in Jesus' finished work is a free gift and that it's the only requirement for your salvation? In light of Matthew 4:19, which reads, "And he said, 'Follow me and I will make you fishers of men,' do you commit to being a disciple of Jesus who follows Christ, is formed by Christ, and finishes Christ?" Son, you're about to get whelmed. So brace yourself, okay? So I'm going to baptize you in the name of the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit, but you will be whelmed. You better take a deep breath, okay? Okay.